Happy Monday. Pandora on. I don't know if you can hear me. It looks like everything's on. Look on bombs today. A bomb. Sure until I try it. I started talking about shamus and the bunker and all. I mentioned it every day since then. Every day I go on live, almost every one of my videos. So there's that. They offered me a pissed on every day for it. Even though I've been right everything I ever said since 2014, that's an awful big, long line of being right. Especially when you talk about Dallas, look at what Gold. Good stuff. The calf of me out like there was a bunch of you. Keeps resetting this morning for another reason other than dishwashing. You say Elon's losing a satellite a day. I wonder why. Okay, I don't wonder why. I made a video. Explaining why. As a matter of fact, I made a couple before it began. Explaining why. Showing why. How close we were to the satellite belt with all that charge. Now look at it. No wonder it's losing the fucking satellite every day. What do you think? Cow farms? Stopped me halfway through my presentation, offered me a bunker, told me shamus would be fucking fine. You guys would be dead, nobody would be able to infiltrate them. Didn't like that. I came out and warned you. You needed to look at my information. No way. Today I want to talk about book review. Book review is someone's opinion about a book. There was this council one time back in Rome. They read a bunch of books and had an opinion about them. And they wrote it down. And then they handed it off to English noblemen who we know had our best interests at heart to begin with. And we call it the Word of God. Normally in a book review, just to tell you basic things about the book, go get the fucking book and read. You gotta hold up the book review and call it the Word of God and try to save you. Don't you ever read the original book? Save yourself. Cheers. Federally legal hemp flower. I single-handedly wrote a 500-page report on it. Shamus's and Angel proofread. So I had to do it 3 times. There were no 40 people working on that. It was me and Angel. At least 40 people watching me work on it while I was in their shop or whatever, doing research. Nobody helped me. I handed that off to the Senate, and it passed in a 42-2 vote. There's your 40 people that helped me. 42, as a matter of fact, senators. they got it. So, for example, in said book review, it says Isaiah 24:23 claims that your moon will become confounded in the end of days. Cuneiform clearly says when the sister system hears its axis shifts to make the sky roll, thus begins tribulations of earth. They hid the beginning of tribulations on you. Might not even putting that into the verse. It's always been a question, when does tribulations begin? I know the day it began. Do I know the day it is? Soon. That's the best I can tell you. No one's going to know the day or the hour, right? It began October 2010 when the moon began doing its cartwheel. It's been 15 years from what I can tell. 15 years is the magic number. We'll see. Because that makes it 15 years this month. Close, how accurate is the cuneiform? I don't know. It's been 15 years or so. Look at this wall. Have you been watching it for any time at all? The last couple of months? Progressively. Every day, a little more than the day before. Just made a video with it 2 months ago. Today. It's been like that for a few years now. Progressively getting, now it's getting a little bit quicker about its progressiveness. I reported this to Senator Davis long before it got to this point, and I suspected we had an incoming solar system. It's confirmed, offered to Boulder. I warned enough white people that got beat up enough that I decided I wanted to go to somebody who probably had that knowledge already, but might not know what time it is. One, the Native tribes. Talking to those two groups, I got very little kickback. Most of them, oh wow, that makes a lot of sense. And a lot of the native tribes started building greenhouses the last couple of years. Because we have an ultraviolet, blue spectrum, black light fucking sun killing their crops too. Every one of them would look at me, oh wow, fuck. Makes sense, because they already knew we lived in a multiple sun system. It's kind of common knowledge with the neighbors. They just hadn't put two and two together, like I suspected. I had talked to a bunch of them. Well, now we've visited the tribes. Resulted in some pretty good shit, if you ask me. People were talking about what time it is, making greenhouses so their families are fed. Brenda, how you doing? So at least I feel like their time hasn't been wasted. All the effort we've put into it hasn't been wasted. It's been well worth it, actually. But I'm still getting all crazy. Hey, look, Lee's over there posting today, making up shit. Saying I had 40 people helping me legalize. And I mean, it was 42 senators voted yes on my work. My work. There were no other co-authors to the intelligence brought to the fucking Senate about him. None. Me and Davis presented it, and it passed 42-2. I've said that since day one. I don't know where he gets his stories from, but it's obviously not mine. I happen to have a record of being absolutely correct in the day of lockdown. Why lockdown? The repercussions for mRNA, and why women students so before any of it happened. Because I was told I exchanged spittle with legislators about the value of your life, and I lost. I didn't think you needed to die to make my son Shane safe. I didn't feel I was okay. I'm out here warning people. I get scoffed at more than not. But I'm not going to let it stop me. If I had, none of you would have heard and done your homework. And who knows, you might have lined up for the Marlins. Hi Nadia, how are you today? I've been preaching, stay calm. It's hard to stay calm. I know. Especially when you see people making foolish decisions, doing crazy things. It's tough. You're going to have to accept the fact that they're just going to be that way. Let it go. Started a new thing that keep popping up in my chat. Try this. I'm like, no. Quit popping up in my chat and fucking with me. Not you, not fucking YouTube is doing something new today. It's fucking with me. My heart rate. Sorry. Good, I'm glad you're doing well. We need more people doing well. It's a good day. Look, when you're relaxed enough to make your water dance, you can keep a bottle on hand. That way I can monitor my relaxed level. The listener to Pandora got tired of that. I was like, fuck, it's Monday. We didn't have no fun day Sunday. It wasn't a fun day. I was working my ass off. I got a bunch of shit done. I got a bunch of shit done this morning too. Fixing to bust out this fucking bone. I haven't decided what I want to write in it yet, but I'm writing something in it. Don't push me. quite a few things come to my attention of late. I made a couple videos yesterday about most of them. It actually took a couple of videos to do. A lot of revelations coming out. They're going to roll themselves over with a big bus. I see it coming. I already see it coming. It's a timeline. It ain't mine. But it's already rolling out enough that I'm like, oh shit. See, back in the day, Donnie owned Miss Teen USA. And he used to take these little trips out to international waters on this boat of his with the little girls and his friends. Now, fast forward to today. I've hailed her as a whore since she was the legal of fucking Florida down there. And she took a $25,000 payment to drop charges on fraud against that online college, that Ponzi scheme thing. And that was right before election one, when they put his cousin Hillary and him against each other. Well, Soros bailed him out for $110 million during that Christmas. And I was like, everybody's over there yelling about Hillary and Soros, and I'm like, dude, Soros just gave Donald $110 million fucking dollars, dude. Are you kidding me? You might want to look at her cousin, because this is getting ugly. He's been a Democrat all my life. All my life. He's hung out and played golf with Bill and Hill. It's his cousin. They're like kissing cousins. They always have been. And then all of a sudden, he's Mr. Business Guy, fucking Republican. And I'm like, how the hell did that happen? What did I miss? Well, I found out what I missed. I started looking. Hollywood made a TV show called The Apprentice. It was on TV for 10 years. That's not a coincidence, knowing what I know about. Now, I'll tell you what, the child trafficking, I thought it stopped. I don't know why. I just hadn't heard about it for a while. About Donald Sesame. It's been on TV. I didn't know it was still going on. But Kirk's death brought that to light. Yeah, it is still going on. Kirk's wife was Miss Arizona. Uh-oh. Team USA lady. He's surrounded by him. His whole fucking female lawyer team. Miss Teen USA contestants, 93 to 11 or some shit like that. Miss Colorado, third runner-up or some shit, 11, 13. Right before he dropped ownership, I think he gave it to his son. I'm not sure who owns it now. I haven't looked. That's why I said I thought he dumped that a long time ago when Jeffrey got busted. And that's why he had Jeffrey removed from prison. He didn't kill Jeffrey. If they killed Jeffrey, there was a music match. Why would your ear look different on the inside when you died and he was alive? It's not the same guy. Nose look a little bit different too. Look at the death picture next to the life picture. I've made several videos on that actually. They covered the week it happened last term. Anyway, I'm sure you folks have been around for a while remember that. Still stand by it. As I I understand, they're in Valhalla, Florida. Not with the Vikings, but Valhalla, Florida. At least that's what I think, what was it? I think Vance, the vice president, said about Charlie. We'll see you in Valhalla. I'm all like, oh shit. No shit. It's probably where Jeffrey is. It's right there in Florida. Backyard. Right under your nose. This has been, well, we've known it's been laid out for decades, but I didn't realize they were pumping up the Trump card for 10 years now. And he's the exact opposite of what Hollywood trained him as for 10 years. Fuck. I made a video. I ain't even going to go over that. And that's just to get straight from the surface. Just to show you that there's actually 28 rape cases he paid off. $200 million. The saying, if you have enough money, you can get away with anything. Came from watching this son of a bitch in the 70s. I don't know what else to say to people. It's like, I can't help it. You weren't alive to understand who you're talking about. But I can hold you to account that you didn't look, because it's there. I just showed you yesterday. I was like, it's there. No one's hiding it. They're just trickling it out and playing everybody along with this carrot to get everybody excited. Like I said, they want you to at each other's throats and look at what's going on. I'm damn. You know what they used to call a constitutional crisis when it's never happened. Refer to that as a civil war. Except this one's backwards. It's not the states revolting, it's 50 happy states. There's one guy who's kind of pissed. For sure. You too, Nugget. Remain calm. Don't get caught up in the show. Don't go yelling and screaming at your neighbors because of the way they vote. It ain't going to help. Point out the moon. If they can't see the moon's doing a cartwheel, then there's bigger things to worry about. What? You think they're going to be around long? Drop the seed. There's other people out there that need to know. Some of them have noticed the moon's doing new tricks. They just haven't put it together yet. You might help someone. You find someone. Keep it up. Don't be afraid. Just tell the truth. That's how they keep secrets. University of Arizona knows who built those mesas out there. They're afraid to tell the population because they'll lose their funding. They're not allowed to tell. They're not allowed to talk about it. We'll lose our funding. Money. The Vatican came here with agents to kill that knowledge out of the people that lived here because everybody had it. Now only a few have it and they hold it. They call it wisdom holders. Some of them only have a piece, but it's dangerous information to the tribes. That's why they don't share it with their general population. So many times we run into tribes telling us, oh wow, where'd you get that information? We don't even share that with our own people. It's because it's dangerous to have for them. Never been comfortable. We haven't either. You seem to dislike people having this information. Don't let it go back into the dark. And with what's coming, that's all that you could have told. It didn't because you were afraid to point out a moon that's doing this. You need to see with your own eyes. It's a lot more concrete to me. Any book I'm reading, from looking at the moon through currently, smart enough to understand that means you tilted. Something's going on, and it didn't count for us. That's enough to get someone thinking. That's also this to get someone thinking. day and relaxed enough to blow glass. Few lines are right on through your fingerprints. You're not all balled up in your chest. Keep bottled water handy just for that. You can't always shake it. Only to relax. Might want to try it. Take a big shake. It's a good tool. When you're shooting spike it, you can't sleep. Okay? Dizzy, seasick. I don't have those problems. Feeling cold. No plastic hands. Now it's perfect. It's your magnet. Get to know yourself. The Creator didn't design you to be on the worthless log. You healer and a steward. Magnets inherit each other's strength. Instantaneously at a distance affect each other. Same scientists who talk about a string theory make it a mystery. It's the ones who are talking about magnetics is simple. Because every atom in existence has a muon, a magnet, magnetic moment of the atom. Kind of explains the instantaneous reaction at a distance thing. Put your clipboard down. Play with your magnet. And if you don't, I don't have anything for you. That's for sure. It's not going to take long.